Welcome back, guys. We're continuing this British Empire role-playing campaign where we auto-design all of the ships. And we are facing a few light cruisers, which are faster than my light cruisers. A torpedo boat, which is obviously faster than all my ships. And a couple of armoured cruisers that are quite slow. So I should be able to catch up with them or at least I should be able to catch up with the armoured cruisers. So it'll be interesting to see if they keep the rest of the ships close by, which they should do. But then once the armoured cruisers are destroyed, I'm fully expecting the rest of their ships to just turn and run. So with that being the case, it might be worth trying to sink the faster ships first so they can't escape. Right, shall I think I'm going to turn all the torpedoes off. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do it. Let's turn all the torpedoes off. Let's put them all in a battle line. Just going to do that. In fact, I'm going to detach one light cruiser and put him on follow. Okay. So the enemy are to the north. So practically directly in front of me, I think. Okay, this could take a while because we're at ×10, so I'll edit this section out so you don't have to watch me chasing them. Okay, we found them. So they have got a huge torpedo advantage over me, so I'm hopefully going to be able to do some damage with the guns. Hopefully. God knows what the gun advantage is, whether it's on their side or mine, with these ships being auto-designed. It looks like my ships are pretty damn bad. Oh yeah, the light cruisers in particular were terrible at gunnery. The armoured cruiser wasn't too bad, but he's still lagging behind a bit. Yeah, this could be a very long and boring battle. I don't like the look of that torpedo boat. Nice, we actually landed a hit on him. Oh, it's a light cruiser. looks like he's turning towards me, so I'm going to have to be careful about the torpedo range. I think he's packing about 4 times as many launchers as I am, so I definitely don't want to get inside torpedo range. Yeah, this accuracy is diabolical. Ouch, there goes one of my funnels. I am tempted to just go in with one ship. See if I can get him to turn. If I can get him to turn, I might slow him down long enough for the others to catch up. Ouch, that's gonna wreck all the torpedoes, I think. No, it didn't. I've still got some torpedoes left. Ah, I lost the 2 torpedoes that were in the side mount because they're obviously separate now. Okay. So my... Is that starboard? Yeah, I think that's starboard side. So my port side launch is still operational. I think I might be better off going in this direction. Because at least then that'll make him evade. Oh, my starboard launcher though. So it'll have to be the front launcher that I fire. So yeah, this will at least make him evade towards the rest of my ships rather than away. So let's turn the launcher on. The speed of the launcher is, or the speed of the torpedo, sorry, 25 knots, so it's a little bit faster than here, so that's good. So because he's only got a 5 knot or 4 knot speed advantage over him, that's why the launcher isn't firing quite yet. Because it's obviously concerned it's going to run out of distance. There we go, it's fired now. He's fired as well. I managed, well, I didn't manage to avoid it, but we got a dud, so that'll do. So we've managed to, well, we managed to get him to turn a tiny little bit, but that was pathetic, really. It's got all these turning. Right, this guy's kind of in a bit of trouble now. So yeah, I don't think that maneuver was... Well, then again, it slowed down the rest of the battle line, so yeah. Might not have helped us catch up with this ship particularly, but it did help us catch up. Oh dear. I think I've just managed to evade it. It did help us catch up with the rest of the ships. But I've got pretty much no hope of actually landing a torpedo without having them land one back, so I'm not even going to bother trying. Well, that wasn't ideal. Bloody stutter stopped me from selecting him. So, unfortunately, this weapon system screen, or tab, has caused a bug which makes the game stutter if it's open. So I'm going to have to keep it closed permanently. So I think, I suppose I could set him to follow. Really, I want him joined on with him set to follow on the back. There we go. Oh, at least we landed quite a nice shot there. Here comes the torpedo boat though. We're going to have to deal with him. I think I might tell everybody to target the torpedo boat. Well, the light cruiser's down. That's good. That torpedo boat is stuck, hidden behind the light cruiser. Ah, there we go. Landed a load of shots on him there. It's curious that we haven't seen the armoured cruiser yet. Just as he says that, we spot the armoured cruiser. Gonna have to be careful not to get into torpedo range here. Ouch. That was painful. So I'm getting very close to torpedo range here. Don't like it. That is incredibly close. Nice, landed a big hit on that light cruiser then. Oh, getting dangerously close. Nice, that's one down. We took out some torpedoes on this one. So another one down. We're doing alright. I think that's 3 light cruisers and a torpedo boat so far. I'll take that. I think really I want these targeting this ship just to finish them off. Yes, it's probably a risky manoeuvre this. Yeah, this is not going to end well for me, I don't think. I think I'm better off breaking all these up, getting ready to evasive manoeuvre. I think I'm going to go in for a ram. Oh dear. Yeah, I knew that was a terrible idea. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I cocked that up royally. Oh dear. I lost a light cruiser. Wonder why he didn't fire his torpedo. Wonder if he was worried about hitting these. Yeah, I shouldn't have tried that risky manoeuvre. It did not end well. Ouch. That was a big hit. So both of them are very close to dying, but there's still a considerable threat with the torpedoes. So I can't get careless around them. Okay, let's see if we can land some torps here. Destroyed torpedo, the front launcher. That's bloody typical. Right, he needs to get out of there then. Ouch. So we've landed one. At the cost of his own life though. Right, so it was a trade. Armoured cruiser for a light cruiser. Oh, this is not looking good. What a shot. Didn't do too much damage though. Right, let's see what we can get done here. Well, we managed to dodge the torpedo. We fired our own. Now hopefully this guy can come in, finish him off. He's not going to fire his torpedo. We got a detonation on him though. Okay, landed one there. He's not going to land that one. Let's see if we can come round. Risky manoeuvre. Putting myself in harm's way. Let's see if he lands though. Dud. Let's see if he can get his off. Nice. And the other one deviated, unfortunately. But that should finish him off. That's good. So we've dealt with them two now. Let's get all of these over here. So it's gone pretty well. We were not unfortunate, but it was bad play. But it was unfortunate / bad play about losing the light cruiser. Looks like this ship needs to get a bit closer to fire. Thought he wasn't going to fire for a second then. Okay, that should finish him off. Landed. Nice. That's him down. need. Okay. That went okay, I think. Oh, we lost 2 light cruisers. That's not good. But 2 light cruisers for 5 light cruisers, a torpedo boat, and 2 armoured cruisers, so it was definitely worth the trade. It's just always sad to lose your own ships. So I think I'm gonna accept the peace. Then refit some of my ships. Not quite yet, but once the peace is signed. And then in the next war, which might be a few years, we'll at least have some refitted designs to play with. Although I think we've done quite well with these auto-designed ships. Okay, so we managed to get the peace. Let's get Formosa. I don't actually know where Formosa is, but we actually managed to get it. We've unlocked a destroyer class. Very nice. Formosa is Taiwan. Good to know. Okay, so we've now got Taiwan. So we need to build some ships. So, first things first. Let's tell everybody to come back off sea control. Put them back into limited. Okay, so we're obviously waiting for refits. It's going to be a while. So I'm not going to try and provoke any wars quite yet. So let's see what refits we can get done on this light cruiser. So I don't want to adjust things too much. Like, I'm not adjusting the beam and draft because it'll just make it OP. So the main thing is induced boilers. I'm not going to mess with any stats up here. I can change the armor. Not really sure about having a a citadel on, but I'm not going to take components off. But I will add components, so I'll leave the citadel on even though I don't particularly care about it. Should we bother with mines? I don't think I am. I've seen loads of people saying that mines aren't working in this patch, so I'm just not going to bother with it. So obviously I'm going to have to take these off because they don't fit anymore. I wonder if I reduce the caliber slightly, if it'll fit. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, it does. It's got a terrible arc though, so no, that's not happening. Okay. I mean, I could just change them for 5 inches. Or I might just leave it as it is. So we're going to need more shells. Let's turn this onto light shells. I don't know if I want 8G. Just put it on standard. Don't really know what I want, but standard will do. Let's see what we've got here. Ballastite. Gun cotton. So the torpedo range currently is 1.5 kilometers. So if we put that up to fast, that'll make it 1 kilometer. Give them slightly bigger torpedoes. Right, so I'm going to increase the length of the barrels, but what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go above 0. So if they've got lower than 0, then I'll increase it to 0. But I'm not going to go above because it's just too much of a buff. It's just, I'll give myself too unfair of an advantage over them if I put it above 0. Okay, so let's put this up. And right, so we've got a huge engine efficiency here. So we don't particularly need all 3 of these funnels anymore. Right, if I did that... Right, the weight offset's going to be massive, so let's put this over here. Weight offset's going to be massive to the front. Okay, so yeah, I will leave it here. Let's take... Let's just put this down first. Why are they red now? Not sure. Gonna have to take them off though. So I'm not going to be able to fit another one here, I don't think. No, just too big. So let's put one of these here instead. If I put it quite close, yeah, it doesn't affect the arc, so that's fine. That'll do. Don't think there's any point in having two guns here. If I just put one here, that'll do the same job. Right, so let's increase the fore belt. Whoa. Well, let's increase the aft belt to match it back up again. Right, apparently our foredeck is way behind, so that might be the reason. Right, I want about 1 inch of main deck, preferably. And at least 1 inch of superstructure. Gonna want some armour on this side turret and some on the top as well. May as well give this some barbette armour because it barely weighs anything. Right, that'll do for the guns armour. I think we're fine up here. I have got semi and capped now. So I might reduce that down. That makes more sense. And then let's put some belt armour on. Can actually get quite a lot. So let's go for 4. And then a bit more superstructure. And then let's increase these fore and aft belts. Okay, sorted. We are sorted. So that is our new light cruiser. It's very similar to the old one, just with more armour and not reduced barrel lengths. That's pretty much the only difference. Oh, and fast torpedoes instead of standard torpedoes. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, so I'm going to exit the ship designer just so it saves the game. Just in case I get any form of glitch going on. Okay, what we're doing next? We are doing the battleship. Okay, So these guns are just grossly oversized, so I'm going to reduce the caliber of the guns. Induced boilers. So I could give it some torpedo protection. Increase the armour. I'm just going to go standard ratio on all the shells. So we only need light shells until about 1920. Probably even 1930. Let's stick with standard ammo. This only needs to be semi. This can go higher. We've got ballistite and gun cotton. Stick a rangefinder on. Got a gun reloader. I'm not a massive fan of these gun reloaders because it messes up the aiming speed and the turret traverse. I don't really think it pays off. But I'm not taking any components off auto design, so we're going to leave it on. Okay, so let's sort out these first. What's currently on the ship? Right. See where these 5s and 6s are. Okay. So that 5 there probably can't be a 6, otherwise it would be. I think. Yeah. So I think I might just make it a 2. I have got 2s somewhere. Wherever they are. Okay, so that is the guns, apart from the main guns. The main guns I'm just going to stick with 9 inches. Should be able to plop a 2-inch gun behind this 9-incher. Very nice. Not sure if there's quite enough room there. Apparently there is. And I don't think it's affected the turret traverse. No. Okay. So that is what we're doing in terms of gunnery. So let's balance the ship out. We definitely don't need a 1.84 deck, I don't think. What a strange armour scheme that was. Okay. Right then. So we need to balance this out. So we could put the remaining weight into a bit of speed. That's a bit too fast. There we go. And then put the rest into armour. So a bit more fore and aft belt is probably a good idea. And then put the rest into superstructure, I reckon. We've actually got quite a lot of weight left over. Shall I go a little? I don't think it's necessary to go very high on the main deck. I suppose I can just put a little bit in. Yep, sorted. Happy days. Right, we are done. That is the new battleship design. So exit the constructor again, just to get the autosave. Okay, on to the armoured cruiser next. Now, I think this ship has performed fairly well, so I'm not going to make too many adjustments to it. So we're sticking induced boilers on. Could give it some anti-torp. So standard shells, light shells. Do I really need increased ammo? I think that's a bit excessive. So I think I'm just going to stick with semi-armor piercing, probably. I might have a quick look to see what the stats are afterwards. Okay, so let's change these back to 0. Right. I wonder how low these need to go. Quite low, apparently. Okay. So our engine efficiency is still not great, but I don't think we can fit a larger funnel on here. Yeah, it's not worth it. Right. Can these fit on here? So I can put one there. I don't think there's any more placement slots. We can change the armour. Let's move these into a slightly better firing arc. Okay. So we've got 5% that we can spend. Probably going to put it on armour. I think 20 knots is plenty. So we're going to want some on the superstructure. Let's balance the ship out first. Right. If I put this up to 2, is that going to massively inflate? Yeah, quite a lot. So let's put that up to 1.5. And then let's put the superstructure, if we put that up to 2, that's a lot. That might be a bit too much, so let's put that at 1.5 as well. And then put the rest into the fore and aft belt, I reckon. Okay. That will do for the armoured cruiser, I reckon. So we've now redesigned all 4 of our main classes, so we have got a few random ships that'll need redesigning, so I'll do that off camera so you don't have to see me messing about. So I think we'll call it a day for this episode. And then in the next one, I think I'll skip forward until I actually start the next war, because I'm just going to be sitting around hitting end turn for quite a while. So I'll see you when the next war starts. Cheers for watching, take care, I'll see you soon.